Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie. Today I've got a big old book haul for May, June and July. I was doing really well. I hadn't really bought that many books and I wasn't really reading that much, so I was like happy with the amount that I was kind of bringing in and, you know, taking off my shelves and blah 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 blah. And then Angel, my best friend, came to visit and we bought books. And then Alex, my partner, and I have just been we've been buying things. We've been buying books. And so this has happened. I've genuinely thought for like this whole time that I was getting ready to make this video, so the last few weeks, being like, I only have like 10 that I have to show though, so it's not that bad. This is more than 10. This is a lot more than 10. So we're gonna jump into it. I have put them into different categories. There are ones that I bought with Angel. There are some that she bought up for me. Some things I bought at Supernova, which we went to in Sydney, some non-fiction, and then everything else that I've bought recently. So let's jump in. Starting with those ones that I bought with Angel, I didn't do too bad. I got 3. Like that's not, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. Okay. First one I have is The Traitor Queen by Danielle L. Jensen, which is book 2 in the Bridge Kingdom series. I read the first one last year, one of my favourite books of last year, so been holding off on getting this one because that's what I always do, but I have it now. The ending is very much stuck in my mind of book 1, so I am going to try and pick this up soon. Another book in a series. This is Radiant Sin by Katie Robert, which is book 4 in the Dark Olympus series. I just reread Neon Gods, which is book 1, and I have book 2 just sitting right there waiting for me to reread it. And I don't know what happened, but I only ever got to book 2 and then I don't know, I fell off and I didn't circle back to them, and now we are. So after I've reread book 2, I will go into book 3 and then hopefully this one not too long after that. I just convinced a friend of mine to read this series a couple of weeks ago, and she was enjoying it so much that she basically talked me back into rereading them. So no regrets on that though. I have Collide by Belle Cabra. It's an ice hockey romance, new adult, I'm assuming. I think it's in set in college, so new adult ice hockey romance. Should be fun. And it does say if you love The Deal and Icebreaker, you'll love this. And I did love both of them. So high hopes. Alright, and now we're on to the ones that Angel bought up for me. This one you've already seen, but it is When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. Angel very kindly bought me a copy up because I couldn't find a signed copy in any of the stores here. So yeah, it's signed. I'm super excited for this one. I was meant to read it in June. No, what month is it? July. I was meant to read it in July. I haven't. I haven't yet. Maybe I still will in the next few days, but I'm kind of doubting it. But I am very excited for it. I don't have the mental capacity for this right now. Lastly, from Angel, she bought me the special editions of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. These are the ones with the gorgeous sprayed edges. Yeah, I'm sure you all know this series because it's been huge, but we got this just in time to go and meet Rebecca Yarros at Supernova. So I got to have this one signed, personalized. It was a 1 book per person limit, and they were also stopping people from lining up again. So I got this one, and then Alex got The Last Letter signed for me, but signed to Fletcher. So here's a photo of me showing Rebecca Yarros a picture of Fletchy to explain to her that she was signing a book to a cat. I think it's a valid response. It was a very cute photo, and I mean, it's Fletchy. Let's talk about the other things I bought at Supernova. I was doing really well. Hadn't found any books that I really wanted until came across this one. The author is T.F. Johnson, and they were there. This is The Sharp Edge of Fate, book 1 in the Belladonna trilogy. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it feels really nice. What is it like? I don't know, it's just like really soft, like a soft matte. So it is of course signed as well. And this one says, "I'll need to be able to stab people." And that's a vibe, I think. And the main character in here is an assassin. And it also came with some other stuff, you know, some bookmarks, and also a map that isn't part of the book, so that you can actually be reading and look at the map at the same time. I think that that is brilliant. So very much looking forward to reading this one. And then in the next aisle, I think literally behind where T.F. Johnson was sitting, I found this one, which is Sora, A Tales of Tempest novel by E. Solofoni. This is a, I think it's kind of like a sci-fi apocalyptic sort of thing. There were 2 different books in the series. The other one is called Terror. And they don't have to be read in order or anything. I went with this one because this one had like a found family aspect, and as soon as I heard that, I was like, yep, that's my kind of vibe. So again, cute little map that you can take out. Was that upside down? Yeah. I love a good map, and I love that you can take them out because otherwise I forget and I don't ever look at them. I just stay confused. And that one's signed too. It says, "Hold fast to the light." And then finally from Supernova, I also picked up The Anatomy of Songs by Megan White. I honestly forget what this one is about, but it mentions the main character is a healer during the day and an assassin at night, and there is a prince involved. What more could you possibly want? So, got that one. There's... no, that's not a bookmark from this book. But, there we go, signed again, and this one says, "There are bones to set." I love it when authors have little, little quotes that they put in that make you really, really want to read the book. Okay, next we're going to do a super quick dive into non-fiction because I just have 2. So, first thing, I did buy this one while Angel was here. We of course had to go to the museum because that's what we do. And this one is How to Collect Art by Virginia Blackburn, and I'm not really interested in becoming an art collector, but I am an art history major and I am interested in like curatorship, museum studies. So I thought it would be interesting to read. Yeah, we'll see how we go. This one here is Ancient Magic in Greece and Rome, a hands-on guide by Philip Matsiak. When I bought this, didn't read the hands-on guide bit. I thought that it was just going to be like a, I don't know, like a serious book about ancient magic in Greece and Rome. But it is kind of more of a guide, which is, it could still be fun, but I don't know. It's not really what I was hoping for, which is kind of sad because there was another book that I could have gotten that probably was exactly that, but this one was prettier. So hopefully it'll still be an interesting read and I'll learn something from it. I'm also doing classics, so this is also, these are basically both uni adjacent texts. Okay, we're going to take a quick little tea break and then I will be back with the last section of everything else. Okay, here we go. This is the biggest stack, naturally. So I don't know a whole lot about most of these. We're going to go through them relatively quickly. These two I actually got discounted at the uni bookshop after I finished my exam way back in June, like literally June 1st. We went into the little bookshop and I found these two. So I have the Rom-Com Agenda by Jane Deckner. This one is All We Left Behind by Ingrid Sundberg. Absolutely no idea what this one is about, but one of the main characters' names is Kurt. So I'm just going to picture Kurt from Gilmore Girls the whole time. And you know what? I'm not that mad at that. At least it'll be funny even if I don't enjoy the book. Next we're going to go into 3 that I know just a tiny bit about, at least. And then we'll finish with the last couple that I know basically nothing about. So, first up, I have Never a Hero by Vanessa Len. This is the sequel to Only a Monster, which I have this beautiful edition of. So I was holding off because this is from Fable Crate. They're never going to do this one, so I just decided I was going to hold off, and I don't know what, but I finally was like, no, I really want to read this, so I have bought it. I'm probably going to have to end up rereading the first, but it is only a duology, so hopefully I can just read them back to back. Okay, one of my favorite books that I read while I was on my break was Out on a Limb. And so I bought Next of Kin, which is by the same author, Hannah Bonham Young. Both the main characters become kinship carers of their siblings, but they are forced to live together for the sake of their younger siblings, to keep them from going into foster care. And of course, they're going to fall in love. And I know there's disability rep. I'm sure this is going to be fantastic. And then I also got A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen, which is the first book in a new series, Saga of the Unfated. This is Norse myth, There is a woman blessed by the gods, and there is a fiery prince. Again, like, what more do you really need? Okay, these last three here, I know next to nothing about them. I saw them, they look cool, so I bought them. First one is a Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden, which is book 1 in the Sacred Stones series. This is captured by the King of Darkness, forced to find the light within. Like, I'm sold. That's all I need. This one, Champion of Fate by Kendar Blake. This is like a female warriors. I'm guessing maybe vaguely based on kind of like Artemis. They are called the Artesian, so that's why I'm kind of thinking maybe. Back in my very, very early days of BookTube, Anna Dressed in Blood went, like, it blew up. So many people were reading it. Was never a horror fan, couldn't do it. But this one sounds interesting enough that I'm willing to give Kendar Blake a try. And then finally, this one I just pulled out of the shelf because I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool title. It's probably going to be something I don't really like though. Which was Beautiful Villain by Rebecca Keeney. So I was like, it's probably dark romancy, not really my vibe, but it's a Great Gatsby retelling, but with vampires. So the main character is Daisy this time, and she discovers the wealthy recluse is Jay Gatsby, her childhood sweetheart, now sinfully hot and impossible to deny. And I was like, you know what? I do love The Great Gatsby. And I could go for a sinfully hot Gatsby. Just saying, I could. That sounds like a good time to me. I'm excited. Less fussed kind of on the vampire bit. But we'll see how it goes. And yeah, it just looks really cool. Ooh, there's like some art in the front. Okay. I'm even more excited about this one now. So that's all of them. So many of them. I do still have a few that are on their way to me, but they got delayed in the post and I just couldn't really wait any longer to film this video. I will show those in another haul when I build up a few more. I'm really hoping to not really buy too many. I think right now there are 1 or 2 things that I want to pick up that are sequels to things I'm reading right now. So that's okay, but definitely don't want a haul like this again in another 3 months' time. We will see how we go. I don't know where these are going to go, but for now, that is all I've got for you, and I will see you all next time. My next video will either be bookshelf crawl for August or my first Shelf of Shame vlog, depending on if I have time to edit the vlog and if I finish the books. But that's, less important, right? I'll see you all with whatever video that is. I hope you're all doing well. Bye. So